Hi everyone, I'm Hoodie Angel Brandon, and welcome to another month of FEH Freebies. This time we have July, aka my birth month, and we are starting off with a pretty good banner. We have the revival of Rearmed Robin, and I was actually really waiting on this banner, but it took so long to rerun that I no longer need it. I really needed AS near save for my Hilda, but we got a Nonkos, and now it's just kind of a nice thing to have, but not something we desperately need. I was going to pull on this banner, but she took too long, which is funny because she's got a pretty decent speed stat. She would still be good though. As a rearmed hero, we could pass on Hardy Fighter or Near Save to someone, or we could give Arcane Grima to someone. Maybe Nils would like it, but that's who we're going to go for. But we also have Air, who we already got, but still pretty cool unit. She's got some okay fodder. And then there's Gregor, who has Infantry Null Follow-Up and Solid Ground 4, and he's also a pretty annoying unit to deal with. I've had him just ruin things in Tempest Trial while auto-battling, so wouldn't be bad to pick up just to have. And then finally, we have Phil, who is not super good. We're not going to pull blue. But yeah, we're going to pull colorless on this one. And we also have Weekly Revival 62 and 28. So real quick, let's go ahead and knock these out of the way. I'm going to go for Alencia on this one. Pull a red. Because I do still actually use my Alencia. She is a Gen 1 unit, but she's aged pretty well just by having that Brave weapon. Instead we got Selena. Reposition is not bad to have, even though I've got a lot of it at this point. And this one we're going to go blue for our boy Nils, just because I like him. What have we got? Oh, no, instead it's Furdy Birdie. Again, reposition. Yeah, I don't need it, but not bad to have. And now we're going to go for Robin as our primary pick, Air as backup, and then Gregor. So colorless, perfect. Got one. And yeah, I don't really need the Robin anymore. I really wanted her for Hilda. But, yeah, now we don't need to worry about it, so we'll just save. But, who knows, maybe she could come in handy later on down the line. And, that's unfortunate, no colorless or green. Gonna pull red, I guess. But, at least the, Wings of Mercy is actually nice. But the positive is that we do get to save, and I mentioned it's my birthday month. By the time you guys see this, I will have already celebrated it, and currently, unless there's some crazy banner that pops up before then, the plan is to celebrate with a big summoning session for Brave Dimitri and Azura, because they rerun the same week as my birthday, so we gotta save all the orbs we can for them. Gotta resist temptation, so being able to pass on spending orbs on Robin is a pretty good thing in this case. And again, no colorless or green. That's unfortunate. It's okay, I'm just saving all that luck for when it'll really matter. Getting a fur. That's exactly when it matters. Okay, last of these tickets. And we got one more colorless. And what are we getting here? Come on, something at least interesting, please. Nah, that's not interesting. That's okay though. We got lots more summons to go, and again, I'm just saving the luck, that's all.
For heroes with no follow-up, we're gonna go for Marianne. Well, never mind. I guess Priam. I think I've got Asbel already, but yeah, I was hoping for Marianne to get her Unity, but alas, no such luck. Instead, we got Roy for the Triangle Adept fodder, which don't really need at this point, but I guess it's got some use.
For summer returns, not particularly desperate for any of these. I think the only one I'm missing is Levitine, so I think we'll go for her. Well, no greens. I think I'd rather pull Helbindi than Gunthra, but yeah, that's a little unfortunate. And we just got Seliph. Okie dokie. For the revival of Summer's Arrival, I think we're just going to go red for Tana since she's got the pref. Frankly, I don't care that much about this banner though. So, honestly, a Chrom would be great. Oh, instead we got Lady Lin. Just her original version, so not terribly impressive, but technically a 5-star, so an above average pull, so we will take it. Thank you. I doubt I will ever actually build her, but definitely won't be using a plus res version as the base, so we will call that there. All right, ticket time. Come on, something cool. No blues. No blues. Alright, that's a Mage Erica, I think. Yeah. Not very helpful. I think these tickets have done more damage to my hopes than just hoping to randomly get characters off of random 4-star specials, because wow, it loves to just have 0 blues, huh? For the rerun of Elysian Summer, I think we're going to go colorless. I have Robin and Tiki, so just trying to get the new units for a measly 2 dragon flowers, I guess. Not that I had a chance at Tiki or Robin anyway with this color loadout. So we just got Kagero. But we also have the Tempest Trial banner, and we're going to go green for Ymir on this one. Cool, cool. Don't desperately need her. I've got a copy just kind of sitting around with no one to fodder her to, but she is definitely the best unit on the banner. And instead we got Raven. Happy summer! We are here to celebrate the season with the new Summer Firsts banner. Even though I am trying to save, this banner has come and given us Summer Fjorm, who A, looks very adorable, but B, more importantly, has all the skills I need right now. And the funny thing is, I joked about this. I've been waiting for a rerun of Kadean Nino so that I could give Professor Byleth Attack Speed Finish 4 and Times Pulse 4, which I didn't know he needed back when she was on banner. I ended up giving the one that I got to my Kadean Byleth, and then once regular Byleth's Refine came along and he wanted these skills, she was already gone, so I've just been waiting. And I joked that it would be funny if before Kadean Nino reran, they just made another character that had both those skills and then a premium B slot. And here we are. Fjorm comes with both those skills that I need and the new Spurn 4, which would just be a nice upgrade for Byleth, so I guess this is what we're going for. That aside, she does look just super adorable. This is amazing art. I love this a lot. I'm sad that I'm going to have to fodder her, but anything for our dear professor. If she was the demote, I'd honestly probably try and plus 10 this Fjorm because that art is just super adorable. Speaking of demotes, we also have Summer Tharja, who has the new Seashell Bowl tome, which is not an arcane tome, so it's not the strongest weapon, but it's actually pretty good for an inheritable. And I wouldn't mind having that on Robin, although she also has SR Fartrace, and honestly, the thought of giving up SR Fartrace fodder just to get this tome, it's weird. It just feels wrong. There's nothing technically wrong with it, but it does feel wrong. But she would not be bad to grab. And then Actually living up to the name Summer Firsts, we have our very first Engage seasonal unit, Miss Ivy, who, if you have seen my Engage tier list video, I think quite highly of her. She is a very cool character, and I'm pretty happy that she is here at long last in some form. I would like to maybe plus 10 her eventually, but probably not this version. I think I'd rather wait for maybe like a Brave version or her base version if it's like a rearmed. But she does look pretty solid. She has the new Soaring Guidance skill, which I would love to put on like Morgan or someone. Morgan or Camilla could probably use it. She also has Sabotage AR and Stillwater 4. So pretty okay fodder, but Soaring Guidance is definitely the most interesting of the skills. And then finally, we have Ymir, who I was actually surprised by because I actually thought Air was the lead unit at first. But no, Ymir is actually the lead of this duo here. And they look pretty nice. They have Mystic Boost 4 and a new Fire Flood boost, which is weird to see boost skills being remembered finally. And it looks like a pretty solid upgrade to the boost skills. Even if there's no one I desperately need it on, I could see getting one of these boost skills down the line for like Halloween Nils or someone. But pretty cool stuff. So yeah, overall this banner lineup is pretty okay. It's not the best lineup I could have picked. Personally, I would have just ditched Tharja and our Tempest Reward Donal because we just got a full Awakening banner for the Bride banner. And I would have moved Fjorm to be a demote, and I would have added in like Sharena as like the Tempest unit, and then I would have added in Tamara as well, because then we'd at least have 2 engaged characters, and I have a feeling that Tamara's going to be the last of the main lords to be added, which kind of sucks. So if she could have cut the line and gotten on a seasonal banner, that would have been nice at least. But yeah, actual character picks aside, I do think that I like this banner a lot more than the other banner for this summer. Even just looking at the fodder alone, there's more stuff here that interests me, but definitely the main goal is to get Miss Fjorm for our dear professor. And while we are trying to save orbs for my birthday later this month to get Dimitri and maybe Azura merges, we are at a very lucky 777 orbs, so I feel like we can afford to push our luck a little bit here and try and get that fodder for our dear professor. Secondary pick is probably Ivy, and then probably actually Tharja. The duo does look very solid, but that tome for Robin would be kind of nice to have. But anyway, that aside, let's go ahead and jump into this. And for luck, as usual this summer, I am dressed up in my summer gear, so hopefully that will give us some good summer vibes and give us some good summer pulls. Unfortunately, we are starting with Henry, so maybe not. But yeah, I also got some summer treats. And I actually tried to do a drink like Ivy's triple layer drink here, which someone said that it looked like she tried to make a bi flag and she messed it up in typical Ivy fashion, which is just such a funny headcanon that I really endorse that, even though it's obviously just meant to be the Divine Dragon. But I don't know, I think Ivy being a disaster bi is just way more funny and much more relatable to me. So I actually also, you can see in one of those pictures, I tried to make a drink like that, but I did it on short notice and I've never done that. Oh, wow. Cool. All right. That was very quick. I've done it on such short notice that I didn't have time to get a lot of different options to work with, so I did do red and blue, and you can kind of see that, but it's a little mixed up. And then I also had pink in the middle, and that didn't work at all. It's very muddied, and you can't tell that the pink is there at all. So I tried, but it did apparently bring us good luck, because here is Fjorm. Oh man, she's so adorable. So cute. Look at that little Fae plush too. That little Fae volleyball that we're gonna punch around to warn Faye that she needs to give us our orbs. And she has plus defense, which is not especially amazing, so I don't feel too guilty foddering her. Just a little guilty because, again, oh man, this art is so cute. Look at this. Oh man. I think that's like an angelfish, actually. But, yeah, very cute art. Man, I wish she was the demo really badly because I would absolutely be trying to merge her up. But alas, one day I'm going to have a plus 10 form of some kind, but who knows what kind it'll be. Anyway, that costed like 5 orbs. that was nothing. I could keep going for Ivy and Tharja, but honestly, that was so lucky. I think I want to just end on the victory. So I guess you guys will see this in the free summons. Bye. For weekly revivals 29 and 63, don't have huge need for any of these. I think we'll go Ephraim on this one and then Amelia on this one. So looking for green on this. Perfect. And just hope for something cool. Okay. That is not. And then we'll go blue for Ephraim. Perfect. And again, as usual, honestly don't really necessarily want Ephraim. Just that's not also what I was hoping for. I was hoping for like a cool 4-star special, but oh well. For the Hall of Forms revival, just gonna go for Micaiah. Sweet, we got a green. I was gonna say Ike is backup. It really wants me to try for Ike there, but that's okay. We will just take the 1 green. Oh, and we actually got her. Nice. Very cool. I think she's the last Brave unit I was missing on that batch. So, very nice. This art is still very pretty. Yoon in the background is just really cool. Oh, wow. Very cool. And, oh, she's plus attack too. Minus res kinda hurts. I'm pretty sure she scaled off res as well, so that's a little unfortunate, but I don't think she had anything in terms of fodder that I really wanted. Yeah, she has attack res bond 4, but like bond 4 doesn't see a ton of use compared to Unity, so probably just keep her, and in the future, if we get another copy, then we can just merge and remove that flaw, but I think she'll be fine as an arena assault counter for armor units. Just pull her in and have her punch things and deal with them with her effective damage, and that'll be fine. So very happy with that free summon. That is a very cool one. Thank you. For the rerun of Taken by the Tide, gonna go for duo Loki and Thor, but Erica wouldn't be bad as backup for that Oath fodder. But we got a blue, so we're going to just pull one of those. Don't need these guys so desperately that I'm going to spend orbs. Just going to try and keep saving, but... Oh! A free Happy is very cool. I like Happy. She makes me happy. So that is not what we were hoping to see, but something very cool still. And she's plus attack, which is probably pretty great. And, yeah, she can just body beasts and dragons, which is nice. I have to look into what skills she wants. I could give AR Far Trace to someone. I can't think of anyone who I desperately want it on. So, probably just going to keep her because she's a cool character. And she also has attack res catch. So, yeah, nothing in terms of fodder that I'm particularly desperate for. So, we will just happily take this freebie and call that good. Very good, in fact. Nice. For this one, we're just going to go for Spring Iden. Got a red. Sweet. And see what we got. Don't desperately need any of these new Refine units. I actually have most of them. I've gotten Garrick a fair number of times, so I think Iden was the only one I was missing, but looks like we're not going to get her here. That's fine. Don't desperately need her, so that is A-okay. For this month's Legendary and Mythic Hero remixes, we have Crom and Bramimond, And these banners actually look pretty decent. Bramimond is sharing with Rearmed Robin, which is pretty dang nice. And Altina is also sharing with Rearmed Leaf. So 2 rearms here, pretty good. And then this banner, a little less enticing, but still pretty good. We have Crom with himself, and then Sothis has Seliph as brave units, and then the rest are like legendaries and mythics. But yeah, I think on this one, I want to go colorless, maybe even any colorless. And on this one, I think we'll pull a red, though blue wouldn't be bad either. We didn't get a blue, so we'll take this red. Seliph or Sothis, I'd like either one. One day I'd like to maybe plus 10 Sothis. I know her Refine didn't end up being amazing, but I like Sothis, so having her plus 10 one day wouldn't be bad. And so we got Lonku, not as exciting. And then on this one, definitely want to go colorless. Yeah, I might pull any colorless that pop up. I can afford a few orbs for that second colorless. So let's pop this one, see what we got. Just a Virion. Unfortunate. And then I will spend just a few orbs to get this second colorless and hope that we see either of the focus units. They're both pretty good. And just a Niles. Unfortunate, but that is fine. I don't need any of these desperately enough to keep spending, so we'll just take what we got. Alright, another ticket. Come on, blue. Dang it. I swear I've gotten more wheels without blue than ones that have them since they introduced tickets. It's very depressing. And that is a Momori, I think, which is actually genuinely useless. I think I got her like last month too. Last month or the month before. Literally useless to me. Like, she has what, Vengeful Fighter? Didn't we just get that on a Grail unit finally after all these years? Sad. For the rerun of Summer's Dream, we're just gonna go for Kata over here on green. Freya and Freyr have both been available via codes, and neither of them have fodder that I really need extras of at the moment. And Ogma, likewise, doesn't have anything I need, so just gonna go green on this, try and get a harmonic for like resonant battles, but not too torn up over this one. And what have we got? What have we got? Just a Freddy. Okay. Disappointing, but... Alrighty, we have the Overseas Memories banner, and we're gonna go for Dorothea since she is the only unit we are missing from this. I actually just woke up a little bit ago. I fell asleep really late. I was up all night and all day playing the Splatfest for Team Vanilla, and then I woke up to messages like, oh my god, the new banner, and I spent like literally 30 minutes looking at the banner and posting my thoughts on it, and it took way too long, so not too excited about this banner by comparison, but we will see what we get from this one colorless. I'll definitely talk more about that banner in its actual video. Oh, we did not get Dorothea, but we did get a free Loki, which is not bad. Free Loki is not bad. We will take that. For weekly revivals 64 and 30. Don't desperately need any of these, though I wouldn't mind either Ike or Lucina. I really don't need any of these. I think I'll probably go Shannon, just because I've gotten Tsubasa and Eleonora recently. So I think I have like 2 copies of each of them, so gonna go Shannon, I guess. Red also just seems a little more exciting than colorless, but not expecting a whole lot out of this. As usual, wouldn't mind some Aether fodder. Instead, we got a Tiki. Okay, not the worst thing we could have pulled. Not terribly exciting, though. And then on this one, I think I use Lucina more, so I think I'd slightly prefer her. But Ike is still getting up there in merges, so getting a copy of him wouldn't be bad by any means. I wouldn't mind having either of them plus 10 eventually, but it's going to take so long, you know. Muriel, probably objectively better because she does have decent fodder, but still not super hype. Alrighty, it is once again time for a ticket. Come on, Blue. Give us something good. Oh, thank goodness. Selkie, or Azura, or Dimitri. I would love an extra copy of those going into the big summon session. Oh, who is that? I can't tell. Is that regular Chris? No, that's Resplendent Ephraim. That's why I couldn't tell. That explains why I was so confused. I was like, who the heck is this? I don't think I've summoned an Ephraim since I got his Resplendent. I did not buy the Resplendent for him. I just needed the spark, and he happened to come along, and now I get confused when I summon him, I guess. Ephraim's cool, but like, if I was gonna plus 10 an Ephraim, I don't think I'd go for his base version at this point. Not what I was hoping to see there, sadly. For our rerun of Summer Refreshes, we're just gonna go for Lynn. She got a pretty good refine, and yeah, I don't think I need anything from the others, especially... Remember when they made one tier 4 Brazen skill and then never again? Yeah, those things, no one really cares about them, so I don't think I need that. So we're going to pull a blue, hopefully. There we go, perfect. Just need the one, don't need to go chasing Lynn, but yeah. I sometimes forget that tier 4 Brazen is a thing that actually exists. Tsubaki, no, I don't need more QR fodder, thank you, I've got so much of it. For heroes with Draconic Aura, we're gonna pull blue. Got 2 new units that I haven't gotten it. Well, I didn't get a choice of any of the focus heroes, wow, thanks. I guess green is the most exciting because I might get a Rickon or something. Bad wheel. Very bad wheel. I don't want this guy. Oh wow, guys. Maybe they're finally gonna buff Earth Boost. This guy will finally have some use, maybe. Probably not.
Well, for this Hall of Forms, only one of these is not a demote, so I think we're gonna go colorless. Alright, we got one, thankfully. And hopefully, if not Leaf, something cool. What have we got? Merlinus, actually, you know, pretty okay for a 4-star. Wings of Mercy and Repo, pretty nice combo. And also, Merlinus is just a cool guy, so we'll take that. Thank you. At the very least, much better than another generic 3-star healer. Alright, another ticket. I hope this one's more exciting. Lots of blues. Come on, something cool. I swear, I want like a third of the blue pool, and I always get the 2/3 that I don't care about. Oh, Nephany. Yeah, that's one I don't care about. And they just announced her Resplendent tonight. Does not interest me. I won't be buying Fey Pass for it. Well, not the worst thing we could have pulled, but definitely not the best.
Look who they finally remembered exists. Our mythic hero for the month is Freyr, the Dream King. Only like 2 years after he stopped being relevant. That's cool. He's kind of a cool character for what little screen time he got, but wow, they really just kind of forgot him. I think they were like, man, we need a mythic that we don't really care too much about because summer mythics usually don't sell great. So quick, find someone. And someone was like, oh wait, we've got this art we never used. Why don't we just release Freyr? And they were like, oh yeah, sure. But he is here at long last. He is like very attack def heavy and doesn't interest me too much, frankly. I mean, I wouldn't mind having him just to have him, but I was looking at low attack def 4 and I was like, I could maybe put that on Geralt and then get him alarm attack def for his C slot, but that just seems like kind of a side grade, and Gerald already has Panic anyway, so I decided that it's not really something worth worrying about. He's fine with his current kit, and even if I wanted to go for it, I really can't afford it. We have to desperately save again. In fact, more interesting than Freyr, though, is Alir being on this banner. I really wish I could get him. Even if I had the Fey Pass to Spark, again, I really don't have the orbs to do so. And I'm not sure that I want to work on merging this version of him anyway, so we will have to wait on that. But I am happy that he will finally be fully in the game after this banner, like available on like random pulls and junk. And he is sharing with Lilina and Sigurd, who are both really solid, and I wouldn't have minded being able to pull for them, but just unfortunate timing. Meanwhile, Freyr has Nerthus, who still looks pretty solid, and then rearmed Ingrid. So blue and red are both actually pretty stacked. Green has Thor, Etri, and Saline. Not as exciting. And then colorless has Medius and Elamine, and I like both of them, but don't really need merges. So on this, I think we're actually going to prioritize red, because I would rather have Alir over Freyr, just a potential merge, but can't really afford to pull any orbs. Oh, that's unfortunate. There are 3 reds. I'd love to pull all of them, even the blue, honestly, but I'm just going to take the 1 pull, and then we will bounce. We got a Crom for Aether, which is actually pretty good as far as 3/4s go, so I can't complain too much. For weekly revivals 32 and 66, I think we're going to go Corrin on this one just because Corn Boy. And on this one, I've got all of these guys, so guess I want to pull red. I don't really want any of these, honestly. Let's see what we got, though. Kamui, okay. Not the 3/4 that I have a ton of copies of, so okay. And this one we want blue for Corn Boy. Ike is also kind of tempting, but don't need to spend. Just a nest, okay. Not too exciting. That's okay. Finally, we are ending this month off with Heroes with LOL skills, featuring Pent, Shinon, and Niffle. And I don't have a huge preference on any of these. I have multiple Shinon, and I think he's the best one here. So I think for variety, we'll go green, try and get Pent. No option for Niffle. But yeah, overall this month hasn't been too bad. We got some nice things early on in the month. That Fjorm came in very clutch because she helped me save orbs for later, which I desperately needed. So that one was still super helpful. Yeah, this month not, I think, as good as last month's, but still very helpful. And that Fjorm was especially great. But yeah, anyway, well, not the greatest month. Definitely can't complain about it. Still got a lot of things I wanted, both from the free pulls and the pulls with orbs. So, yeah, overall pretty content with this month. Now it's just back to saving. Anyway, thanks guys, as always, so much for watching. Best of luck to you guys on your pulls, whether they be free or otherwise. And until next time, this is Hoodie Angel Brandon, signing out.